everyone. And my background certainly looks very grey today between the load shedding and the light. Yes, I do look grey. I'm grey, not blue. Well, maybe this is a good theme for today's topic, the drifting of the tribe. And maybe you felt the same way that I felt, that looking back from a year ago or even 2 years ago, your tribe may have changed. You may have experienced the drifting of the tribe. And it's not necessarily the tribe. Often it's a shift in self, especially when we've consciously made a decision to evolve and to grow through all our life experiences, and just to step out of the comfort zone. And the comfort is to step out of the comfort zone, to step into new experiences, new ways of being, and growing from there. And as that happens, one's tribe sometimes just shifts. I look back and I haven't felt tribeless. I've just noticed that I've spent time in different ways with different people and enjoyed that whole shift. It's just happened almost of its own accord, almost as if the universe has just arranged it, that the people who nourish my soul and I nourish theirs have just found each other. And I do want to say that if you feel that hasn't happened, or if you feel a drifting of your tribe, but you don't feel the shift as if you're getting a new tribe, just be in stillness and allow the fear about that to pass. And yes, there is some fear, because we don't want to be alone. We want to feel that we belong somewhere, that there are people who can relate to us, and there are people who understand us, whom we can talk to. So when I'm talking to people about moving from the red zone, which is where you don't really feel so good, you're not in alignment, to the rebirth zone, where you're absolutely in alignment and you know you're living your deepest intention, your deepest truth, then you move from a space of insecurity sometimes to a space of vulnerability. And the space of insecurity is where you don't feel really good about being vulnerable. You don't feel good about being who you are in every situation, because you feel you have to protect yourself. And that's what it's like when your tribe may be shifting, or you feel that people have drifted away from you, and you feel a sense of self-blame in a certain way. What did I do? Was there anything that I did? And you try and think back to the last interaction. Was it this? Was it that? And my very unsolicited advice is that just be who you are. What is key is your alignment with self. And when that happens, then automatically you gravitate towards those people who feed your soul, and they gravitate towards you. The law of attraction at its finest. And I also find that sometimes one is in a perception of failure. Perhaps it's one's own perception, because let me stop there that there is nothing that's a failure. There is no such thing as failure. We have never failed. It doesn't matter how wrong we feel we've stepped. We've evolved through that, and we've contributed to our world's evolution. So when we feel we have this perception of failure, perhaps because of something we've done in our careers or in personal life or relationship or health, whatever aspect of life we feel that sense of failure, we want to get to the rebirth zone where we can feel a sense of foundation, that every single step got me to this point, and every single step had value and meaning and significance on my journey. And we don't feel like that all at once. It's about one little thing at a time. So as our tribe's shifting, getting into alignment helps us to get to the rebirth zone where we're not perceiving our lack of tribe as we see it, as a failure of some sort on our part, where we're seeing it as getting to our foundation, where we ask to get to our deepest truth, our deepest intention, and our highest potential. So I would say that what's happened for me is that shift, and I've recognized it as it happened and allowed it to happen, and all the while just feeling a sense of, well, how can I be in my alignment in this moment and that moment and that moment, and just using the building blocks to get there. Something as simple as the gratitude building block, or even the meditation building block, the connection building block, where we connect with higher self or source within, God within, whatever you want to call it, heart center. You can use any of the building blocks, but these three particularly will really help you in the moment to get into alignment. And it's all the in the moment, all the little in the moments that matter, that get us to the bigger picture, whether we see ourselves as shifting and evolving and getting to the point where we tribe full, or whether we see ourselves in the moment as being tribeless. You're never tribeless. You're never alone. You'll find your tribe wherever you are. If you're listening to this live, if you're watching it, then there's something in here where we've connected, and time and space doesn't matter, but we've connected. You always have tribe, whether it's in person, whether it's online, or whether it's through watching a video. You always have what you need at every single time you need it. And it's a matter of us just recognizing it. Have a beautiful day. Love and light.